Here we are at the Natural Products Expo West in Anaheim, California, 2014. This is a great product I'm so excited to tell you about. I am here with Jim for the 100th Monkey Mushroom Farm. Tell us all about this mushroom farm.
All right, well, thank you, Blythe. This is the goal of our company is to get people to grow their own mushrooms.
And why? Why is that important to grow mushrooms?
In a nutshell, it's the medicinal effects. Okay? It's not just the nutritional part of it, but it's what it does for the immune system.
And what does it do for the immune system?
They produce antivirals, antifungals, antimicrobes. We ingest that and take on those properties. And so we need to start adding more mushrooms to our diet so that we can handle all of the challenges that are thrown at us so our immune systems can adjust and overcome.
Now, I'm just curious. This is just coming to me. So a lot of vegetables or fruits are more nutritious when they're freshly picked. Is that true for mushrooms too? So if they're grown fresh and they're harvested right away, are they more nutritious?
You're growing them in your own environment, whether it's your kitchen table like this one, whether it's your backyard like these. Nobody touched them. They didn't have to be transported or shipped. They came the 10 feet to your kitchen, and then you cooked them, ate them on the same day that you harvested them.
So tell us about these. How does this work? How do we grow mushrooms?
So this is our most basic, easy one to grow.
Okay.
And this is set up for the kitchen counter. So this one, you cut open the bag, and this is the beginning of what's called an elm oyster mushroom. By cutting it open, you expose it to oxygen, that triggers the growth, and the mushrooms start to grow. I cut this one open about 4 days ago, and it's already grown that far. And another two.
That's it. You literally just cut it open, and that's it.
You cut it open, and this comes with a what's called a humidity tent that goes over the top of it, because they need a lot of humidity. And most houses, especially if your heater or air conditioner is running, it doesn't have enough humidity. Okay. And so it comes with that and a little spray bottle. And so you give it a humid environment. It's like a terrarium that goes over the top, basically.
But the kids love that. I bet the kids just love watching them grow.
They do, because it goes from this size right here to this size in 2 days. Yeah, so
that's really great.
The growth is it's exponential, literally. I mean, it's doubling every day, so it is exponential. This one needs 2 more days to grow, and this is the blue oyster. This one also needs 2 more days to grow.
So this is a different kind of mushroom?
Yes, this is called a blue oyster mushroom, and this is called an elm oyster mushroom. Now, for people who want to go a little more advanced and get more into it, is we have products like this right here.
Okay.
And this one, these are called our mushroom log kit. Now these are dowels, and these are impregnated with the mycelium, which is the root system of the shiitake mushroom. And what you do with this one is you drill holes into a hardwood log, and whatever hardwoods grow well in your environment, and we list them on the package, like oak is really good, maple, eucalyptus, chestnut, hickory. You find 2 logs about 4 feet long, you drill holes in them, and you insert these dowels, and you hammer them in, and then you cover it with this wax that protects it. Now, it's long-term in 2 ways. It's going to take about a year, 6 months before it's grown off of these onto the interior of the log, but once it comes to maturity, the mushrooms will start to grow out of the log like this right here.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so the shiitake, they'll grow out of the log. But the other part of the...
so these are shiitake mushrooms?
Yeah, these are shiitake mushrooms, and we have a bunch of different ones and we're leaning much more towards the highly medicinal ones like reishi mushrooms, lion's mane, which is good for the... it regenerates nerve growth is what they're finding out.
Wow.
It goes on and on.
That's huge.
Yes, so to have a large supply of medicinal mushrooms in your environment, that's our idea. And if you have multiple logs of multiple species, you're taking on those immune system benefits that I mentioned earlier from multiple species, because they all have their own novel medicinal components to them. Once they're established, after that first 6 months to a year, depending on the diameter of the log, they'll grow for 3 to 4 years on average, on about a 6 to 8 week cycle.
What an amazing way to be able to harvest your own highly medicinal mushrooms. Amazing. And what else you got?
Yeah, this one right here. This is called our mushroom garden kit. And this one, basically, we've taken the idea, we've expanded it to a whole nother level. And in this one, we're not growing on logs, but this one you can grow on your own, what we call substrate. It's the cellulose-based material like straw or coffee grounds or wood chips. There's literally hundreds of agricultural substrates, byproducts that you can use to grow the mushrooms on. So you break up the internal contents of this, which is the mycelium, is called spawn. You mix it in, like in this example here, we mix it into the mulch layer of a garden.
Look how much fun she's having.
Oh, she loves it. That's our daughter.
That's sweet.
And so it grew onto the mulch layer, and then the mushrooms grow out. In this particular species, the elm oyster, we chose because it seems to have a symbiotic relationship with garden plants. So it does really well. That's why we use the elm oyster. That one's growing off of just a flower pot right there, and we have another picture down there where we just took a laundry basket and stuffed straw in it, and it's growing off of straw. But you can grow off of 5-gallon buckets, you can grow out of pots, vases.
In closing, Jim, I got to know, how did you get into this? This is such a kind of a unique space right now. How did this become interesting to you?
Well, we started reading about the role of the fungal kingdom, basically, with human beings, and not just in the food, but it started out with, there's been a lot of research on what's called mycoremediation. Myco meaning mushroom, remediation is that you can take toxic soils, and the mushroom mycelium will break apart the carbon bonds and take out some of the toxins. Or you can filter water that has bacteria and E. coli in it, and the mycelium, the root system of the mushrooms, will use the bacteria as a food source and take out a good percentage of the E. coli.
Interesting.
80%, 90% of plants have a relationship with a fungus underneath the ground that you don't even see, that's bringing nutrients from hundreds of yards away to nourish a tree. And that's what I mean. That's the tip of the iceberg. Then there's the effect on our immune system, and it goes on and on and on.
So you started learning about this, and you're like, we got to put more mushrooms in the marketplace and make them easy for people.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, you're welcome.
So where can people find this product?
We have these online at our website, which is 100thmonkeymushrooms.com. We're here at the expo getting into a lot of retail stores.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your presence in the marketplace.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Hope you liked that video. Please subscribe to my channel. And for more healthy, happy lifestyle living, go to BlytheNaturalLiving.com. See you there.